question. I don't know if I'm hearing my guides, but I have conversations with myself all the time. That's just me having a conversation with myself.
It could be, or it could be your guides. The one thing I can, well, I mean,
I literally, like me and you were talking. That's how if I'm working, I will talk to myself like that in my mind.
Okay, now.
But if it's like my voice, though.
Right. Well, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
The question I have is, when you're talking to, we'll call it another entity for the moment, just for clarity. When you're talking to this other entity, is it always positive?
Yeah.
Is it always supportive? Always loving? Never a harsh word?
I might say, Marvel, well, why you do that? You know, then.
That's not, anything negative would never be them.
Okay.
Anything loving and supportive, it's going to be either your inner being or your guides.
Okay. Because I was
and it could, so,
talking to myself.
Right, and your inner being could just be you having a conversation with you. We also do, just as humans, it's one of the things we do, we learn it as children, is to comfort ourselves, and for other things we talk to ourselves and sometimes we answer back. And sometimes that can create a little chaos. Right, just mental chaos, just because you don't know where it's coming from. And so my rule is always, 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 if it's all positive, then it's a good place to have a conversation. And trust that it's somebody connected to the other side, whether it's your true inner being who is part of source energy, or whether it's your guides. If it's all positive, always. Now, this doesn't mean my guides chide me sometimes. They give me, because they love to laugh and stuff. And they do give me a little bit of a hard time, but it's always with love and positive. It's not, they're not picking on me. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
There's no negativity to it at all. So, and it always makes me laugh when they do things like that.
Okay.
Like, it never makes me feel bad.
Because I know I'll be kidding to myself, laughing and say, "Oh, well, never mind, I answered myself." So,
Yeah.
I thought about that as that, or just
that kind of conversation is usually our inner being or our inner self, usually. And again, only if it comes from a place of love and support and guidance. If there's any negativity at all to it, it's something, right, the ego or the mother voice. I call it the mother voice, that naggy voice. My mother was naggy. She still is. I love her, but she's kind of naggy. So I call it the mother voice. I've never said that in front of her. I probably shouldn't. But yeah, so that's more than likely a conversation with yourself. And it's your inner being, your true self. And so long as it's positive, it's good. And I'm also getting that it's not your guides, so it's your inner being.
Okay.
Which your inner being is connected to source energy, and is just as brilliant and connected to all that is and all the knowledge of the universe as your guides are.
Okay.
Just a different role.
Because I remember you said I would, when I start meditating, I get some kind of like aha moments. But I notice like when I'm doing that, I'm like, oh, all right, I can do this, and I notice I get a lot of ideas.
Right. Well, and see, and that could be your guides too, influencing the conversation. Absolutely, inspiration. They're saying don't give a definite. It isn't one or the other. But oftentimes, when we brainstormed just now, right, we developed your whole process for the next 90 days, right? That was them.
Right.
And my whole life I've been a really good brainstormer, and I didn't realize that it was them. So it's especially for other people, and that's how I ended up with doing a million projects, because this sounds like a good idea. This sounds like a good idea. I'll try this. I'll try. And what I finally have learned is, this is a really great idea for somebody else. This is a really great idea for somebody else, right?
Yeah.
What's my focus? So when it comes to ideas and inspiration, it can very well be your guides having a nudge or an influence. Passion is always your inner being, your true self. Whenever you're feeling passionate about something, it is always you. Okay. Thank you. We're going to draw a line there. Whenever you feel an emotion about something, it's you.
Okay.
Whenever it's guidance and information, now you might have a reaction to it. The reaction is yours. Guidance and information is somehow connected to source, be it your inner being, not your ego, right? Your inner being or your guides. That's clarity. That's new for me.
Say that one more time.
I don't know if I can.
Emotion.
Emotion. When you feel it, it is definitely you.
Oh, right.
So, inner source, inner being, true self, the you who's here in physical. Right. We feel emotion. That's us. So when it's something about emotional or that we feel emotion, in the process of thinking, knowing, that's us. Physical. If it's inspiration that we react to and have an emotion, the inspiration is somehow connected to source. Either our inner being who is still in source energy or our guides. Yeah, that's new. That's nice. That's nice. Okay? Yeah. So ask for help. 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 Ask for help.
And don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Or get over your fear. I mean, so be scared. Be scared and still ask for help.
Yeah.
Be scared. And what you'll find, once you get a little validation that they're going to be supportive, it'll be much easier. First time's always the hardest, like most things. And most times the first thing is hardest because we get in our own way. Not because the thing itself is actually hard. It's we get in our own way and make it hard.